Hi, friends, and a very pleasant good evening as we come to you tonight from Neshannock High School, where tonight our Elwood City Wolverines made the trek up Route 376 to find themselves taking a non-section game here against the Neshannock Lancers. In the cheap seats tonight, we're coming to you from the bleachers, the visiting section, so we'll be right up close with the fans tonight. And we're also running on a generator, and we're really hoping we got enough gas, and we should, and everything works that way. So bear with us for any technical difficulties. Also, if you watched any high school football last Friday, a lot of games got called because of rain, more importantly because of thunderstorms. We are go here tonight to this point, hoping the rain holds off, as well as the thunder and lightning. Thad Sturgeon, alongside my good friend Brad Windhorst and Dakota Marshall on camera tonight. Nice night for football, Brad.
Absolutely. It's 71 degrees here, local area, but if you've been paying attention for the past 2 hours, you know there's green in sight all around us. And if you look at our camera right now, whew, that sky is looking something pretty.
It is, and I will tell you this, unpredictable winds. They don't have flags atop their flagpole, but we do have American flags to look at, and they're actually almost blowing two different ways on each side of the field. So we'll wait to see here on the turf if that can be any telling of what happens here tonight, but you line up and play. Both teams are going to play in the same elements. Elwood City coming in with a record of 1-0, an exciting overtime victory against Laurel in Week 1. Sadly, as many of you may know, their game last week against Neshannock was postponed, and our thoughts and prayers certainly go out to the Neshannock community in the tragedy that happened there. I know they're playing their game tonight. There's going to be I'm sure a tremendous amount of emotion going on there.
And they're doing a whiteout, and I tell you what, Mohawk bought in as well.
Yes,
both teams are doing a whiteout,
and
it's a great tribute there.
With that, though, the Neshannock Lancers come in here tonight with a record of 2-0. Track meets the first two games. First game against Mohawk, they won that one 42-37, and then they come out and took on their neighbors Union right up the road and beat them 48-20.
Yeah,
so you got the team there they've scored lots of points. Has Neshannock to this point.
And that's what I was going to say, Thad. If you do the math, 90 divided by 2, they're averaging 45 points per game. And the defense is holding their own as well, keeping it to, right around that 20-point limit.
Correct. And that offense is headed up by Gina Mazzocco, the junior quarterback. You'll see him on defense. 2 touchdown passes. He's 17 for 29, 314 yards. But more importantly, Mazzocco has carried the ball 28 times, carried it the most times of anybody on the Neshannock team for a 5.9 average. Also back in the backfield, you will see Anthony Eakin, 26 carries, 175 yards at 6.7. So you got pretty good. We saw Mazzocco here the last year talking about this matchup. I got 6 years in a row Elwood City has lost to Neshannock, and some of those losses were quite lopsided. I'm not going to go through it because it's painful to relive if you're an Elwood City fan. But with that, turn the page, a new year.
You've got to go all the way back to 2005. Yep. The last time
and there was several years that they did not play there. Now, however, different sections. This is a non-section game tonight as Neshannock moved down. And here comes the Elwood City Wolverine football team. Declan O'Brien carrying the American flag. And number 44, Trent Schilling, will be carrying the EC flag. Just about 5 minutes here away from kickoff, if they hold to that. And here comes the Wolverines. Just one game, as we said, for the Wolverines. They won 14-7, and a lot of that, Elijah Palmer McCain, a historic game. He became the leading rusher all time in Elwood City history in that 100-plus year history, and he carried 23 times, 145 yards, 2 TDs, and averaged 6.3 yards per carry. Dante Pierce got a couple touches, averaging 7.7. Luciano Gagrick in that backfield as well had 5 carries for 21 yards. Quarterback, senior Chris Smiley, was 8 for 21. 1 interception, had 135 yards against what we thought was going to be a decent Laurel defense team, and they were maybe better than what we thought they were. So I know all the players here tonight are anxious to get out there for this second game for Elwood City. to see what they're really made of. Receiving 7 receivers was pretty much spread out. Dom Hogue had 3 receptions, Gavin Partridge 2, Elijah Palmer McCain, Luch Gagrick, and Daylon Curie, each with a reception apiece.
Some big stats there for a 14-7 game, and it was needed because we went into extra quarters there, folks. If you remember, that one went into overtime, and that wasn't the only one during week 0 to go into overtime.
No, it's not. And remember, the historic of that game is that was a game, I don't know if we'll call another one like it, with 2 female kickers. One for Laurel and one for Elwood City, of course, as well.
So a couple series stats there we talked about already. We've coined this one the team up north. You can't get any farther north than this, folks. Neshannock is the farthest District 7, a.k.a. Whippy old team that you can play. So the team up north, and I know this guy beside me knows exactly what team that is.
Yes. Neshannock, I call this a rivalry because we see it in basketball, we see it in football, we see it in volleyball. We saw it last night in volleyball as the Lady Lancers took care of business against our Lady Wolverines, beating them 3-2. It took 5. Wolverine had a 2-0 lead, but give the Lancers credit. They did not deter. They kept their head in the game and beat the Wolverines in the final 3 sets. But turn the page to another sport here tonight as we got Elwood City and the Neshannock Lancers.
Yep.
New head coach, correct?
Yep.
For Neshannock Lancers, Michael Bongiavengo.
Yeah. And a little side note about this is kind of personal to me because, in fact, when I was at Slippery Rock University working with the football team there, guess who the graduate assistant was his second year that I was doing it? Mr. Bongiavengo Jr. And then Frank Bongiavengo, who's actually assistant coach on this team, he was actually assistant coach there up at Slippery Rock University. So they didn't travel pretty far. They just went from Slippery Rock down to Neshannock, and I tell you what, they've got something rolling here real fast. Neshannock, no step lost between the 2 coaches.
And the new coach that left here is off to a very, very good start. Newcastle Hurricanes.
They got Highlands tonight. Yeah, Hurricanes.
Okay.
Canes, cuz.
So they will be Newcastle. And we'll have all the scores as we go. Brad, some keys to the game.
Yeah, tonight I think the big one here is, you talked about it, Thad, Gino Mazzocco. He's the X factor for the Neshannock Lancers. To me, contain the pocket. You got to keep him in the pocket and make him one-dimensional. That is the way that you can also turn into turnovers. Third down, you got to get this team off the field or make it at least 4th and long or 3rd and long. That's the bread and butter for the Wolverines defense. And then finally, we talked about it in the first week, 21 penalties combined between Laurel and Elwood. That number needs to be at least cut in half.
Yes, it does. And I will add one more point, and it's just from the statistics standpoint in that Laurel game, not counting Chris Smiley, the quarterback. He was sacked a few times, but the 3 running backs that ran the ball only had 1 negative play for 1 yard.
That's big.
So throw some love to Tristan Reynolds, Shane Lutz, Logan McClymans, Evan Twaddell, and Maddox Singer. You don't run the ball 35 times, 40 times in a game and only have 1 negative play without a good front line playing hard in front of you.
100% accurate, Thad. Couldn't say it better than myself. So
I learned from the best.
We had the captains meeting there. About a half hour they did the coin toss, and Neshannock officially did win, and they deferred to the second half. Elwood City will be receiving first in the blue helmets, white jerseys, and Neshannock obviously in their red and gray Old Nesh colors once again.
So as the Wolverine special teams takes the field, the return team got Dante Pierce out there and Elijah Palmer McCain. Anthony Barberio, one of the up men, along with number 24. One of the up men is Colton Gulo, special teams specialist. Just a sophomore is Colton. Jeffrey Measle is going to be doing the kicking off duties. Number 7. So just moments away here from kickoff. We sure thank you for joining us here tonight. I think we got about as many Elwood people here as we do Neshannock as look at these stands.
It does help having small bleachers on the opposing side, but it is nice.
Here's a run up and the kick, high end over end kick, taken by Dante Pierce at about the 8-yard line. Finds his way up the middle, got a seam. Oh, and one guy brought him down, and if you're Neshannock, you're glad that number 13, Braden Montgomery, was there, because Dante had that full head of steam ahead. A nice return out to the, appears to be the 31-yard line, so about a 23-yard return for Mr. Dante Pierce. Wolverine setting up shop, ball on their own 31-yard line. Logan McClymon's the center, out over the ball. Chris Smiley in a shotgun, deploys one to the right, one to the left. Elijah Palmer McCain, we'll call him EPM. He gets the ball up the middle and gobbled up quickly there. Maybe pushing the pile back, going to depend on the spot. Forward progress might get him a yard. Number 50 in on the tackle. Joseph Veronese. 6'1", 245. He's beefy.
Yep. Wolverines are going to go with their smaller package here. Gackrick and Grinnan comes off. So I'm assuming a couple wide receivers. Yep. Three wide receivers.
3 to the right, 1 to the left. Sidecar to Chris Smiley's left on the 2nd and 8. Ball on the 33-yard line. Hand off to Elijah as he had things spread out. Finds some way, picks his way through there. Not enough for a first down, but he got way good yardage there. Up to about the 37-yard line.
Yep, keep it positive here.
Going to bring up a 3rd down and 3.
Don't have to worry about lines or anything tonight. Turf field, that helps.
Yes, it does. We're glad to see him.
So 3 wide receiver bunches. Maybe a wide receiver screen coming?
We're not playing the Tony Romo game. We got him to jump, but he got back in time.
Yes, he did.
There's a snap. Gives it to Elijah Palmer McCain. He bounces
Good
outside.
He's got a lane.
Going up that line, all the way down to the 40-yard line. Dragged down from behind by number 12, Ethan Beeman, but not after a huge pickup there on that 3rd and 2. Takes it from the 38 of Elwood City down to the 38 of Neshannock. First time in Neshannock territory tonight. 24-yard pickup for Elijah Palmer McCain.
And that's how you do. You come to the outside here. You keep those legs churning. And I tell you what, when he found that hole, he cut right up through it. Good first down play.
Yes, he did. Now, quickly up to the line. Smiley in the shotgun. 3 wideouts. Handoff there. If it works, keep going. Elijah Palmer picks his way through, and he's going to have enough for a first down. Got into the 2nd level there, and Ethan Beeman brought him down again, and they're going to pick up all the way down to the 25, a 13-yard gain for EPM on that play. Gives the Wolverines a 1st and 10 ball on the Neshannock 25-yard line. And right now, Elijah's getting lanes, and he's blowing right through them. Chris Smiley looks to the sidelines, gets direction, waits to get to snap. Snap, he's going to go back to pass. The lefty looks, rolls out to the left this time. Got a man down there, going to keep to the left, holds onto the ball, and he's going to get positive yardage all the way down about the 5-yard line, we'll call it. Tackled there by Ashton Allison, number 7. But Smiley gets it down to the 21-yard line, so they'll give them 4. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 6. That time, they just kind of let everybody go out, some crossing routes. I think maybe Gilchrist was going up for the post. Neshannock had it well covered, and as the pop collapsed, Smiley got room to run. 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. This time, handoff to Elijah, trying that right side. Picks his way through. Hit hard there by number 6 down at about the 15-yard line. Going to be close to a first down.
About a yard short.
Yep, they're right on the line there.
Tell you what,
now
Thad,
a 3rd.
this run game is looking pretty darn good
It is
so
looking
far.
really good. They've gone left side, they've gone right side. And he's really not getting contact till 2, 3, maybe sometimes 4 yards down there. And by that time, the line, Smiley, we've seen him do it, rolls his way through there. We see them do that quite a bit in Laurel. So the Wolverines now 1 for 1 on 3rd down conversions, conversing their first one of the night.
2 for 2.
No, 2 for 2. I beg your pardon. 2 for 2.
It's a good start.
With the weather the way it is and our setup, the in-game stats are going to be
ballpark.
Ballpark. So bear with us for that. Next week, we know we have a press box because we are at home. We are, aren't we?
I think so.
Okay,
yes.
good. So 1st and 10, ball on the 11-yard line. Elijah to the right this time. Bit of a high snap, throws it out there, and out of the outstretched arms of number 1, Dom Hogue. Had good coverage on that play, believe it was number 10, Brady Frasso. Ball falls incomplete. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Give credit to Chris Smiley there. Not a bad pass. It's just that high snap kind of just seemed like it kind of took one extra step.
When you're doing that 3-step drop, it's all timing. And
just a snap can make the difference. So that'll set up. What's that? 2nd down and 10 here. Can get a 1st down at the 1-yard line, basically.
Yes, they can. 4 minutes just about gone here. There's a handoff to Elijah. At that time, Neshannock was ready for it.
Yep.
Not much gain there as the lane was blocked up. He tried to dance out of it to no avail. Ethan Beeman again with another tackle. He's probably had 4 or 5 tackles so far tonight. 78 for Neshannock. A little bit of a hitch in his giddy up as he's running off the field. Hand off again to Elijah.
Oh, keeper.
Oh, keeper! The faker! Around the side he goes into the end zone for the Elwood City touchdown. Chris Smiley on the 11-yard run. Elijah took the fake handoff. Everybody sold it except for Chris Smiley. Around that right side he went into the end zone for
what a play.
The touchdown. 7:36. Wolverines strike first. 6-0, extra point forthcoming. Caitlin Kreitzer with the kick. It's up and count it. It's good. Miss Caitlin Kreitzer makes the score 7-0. Impressive drive for the Wolverines. Started on their own 32-yard line. They marched 68 yards, all by the run. Tried to pass, was incomplete. Everything else was Elijah Palmer McCain until Chris Smiley. It faked me.
Beautiful.
It was
to
a great
perfection.
Fake.
It caught me off guard just a slight.
I don't know if it did our cameraman. I can't see the screen tonight.
He caught
but
it. He caught it. Yes, he did. That was something else. Give credit to the coaching staff. Great calls all the way down the field. And you got players. You got to execute and give them credit 100%.
The other thing I think is important with that drive is, Brad, we talked off there a little bit on Neshannock averaging 45 points a game. The best defense for that is not letting them have the ball.
Yep.
Wolverines, 4.5-minute drive.
And you
you have to score. Exactly.
You finished the drive.
Exactly. We are both right there.
And we're not talking about one team, but 2 weeks ago, Laurel and Elwood. Woo,
yeah.
They left a lot of points off that board.
Yes, they did. And made things a lot harder for themselves with all those penalties. Here we go, folks. Caitlin Kreitzer up with the run up to kick off. Back to receive is number 3, Anthony Eakin. And number 11, Dominic Cubelis. Here's the kick. Squib kick is down there, picked up there at about the 29-yard line. Hit hard. Holy moly. He took a licking. I think it was Declan O'Brien. He's got the capabilities as Hayden Tatterson might be feeling that one tomorrow morning. Gets up, everyone's healthy.
Yep.
About an 11-yard return as they're going to spot the ball at the 43-yard line.
So he took a licking, but at the same time, good field position
yes.
here, short field, and now we'll see what they can do. Maybe carbon copy of what Elwood just did to their defense.
Yes. As we said in kind of the pregame, Gina Mazzacco, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're okay.
I knew that, and as soon as I said it, will be in that shotgun, the junior. Sends a man in motion. Gets it, he's back to pass. Wants to go deep. Throws it down there. Got his man wide open at the 35-yard line. Spins. Keeps dragging his way down to the 30. That was number 10, Brady Frasso. And number 1, Dom Hogue with the pass. But a nice pass play there of 29, 34 yards. Right off the bat, you think they're going to be running and gunning. And they were gunning that time.
And we're stopping the clock here. Let's see what is it? Oh, it's the spot of the ball. We're off a yard. There we go.
Okay.
Now we're good.
Well, we like them to get it right, and they did. They're at the 31-yard line.
There we go.
Mazzacco with the sidecar to his left. Hands off there to number 3. Makes a man miss. Up the middle he goes. And hit hard there once again by Dom Hogue and Luciano Gagrick. But a nice pickup there for Anthony Eakin.
So give credit to Dom Hogue and Gavin Partridge again on the tackle.
So pick up of 7 on the play, going to bring up a 2nd down and 3. Quick to the line, quick to the snap is Neshannock here. I don't think they're giving the Wolverines defense much chance to look around. There's a handoff again to Eakin.
Good initial tackle there by Luciano Gagrick, and then Twiddell and Dubois helping out. So gain about 2 or 3.
Yep, they're calling it 3rd and 1. Ball right now on the 22-yard line. Lancers now. Ozako in the shotgun. Brings Eakin in to his left. Hand off to Eakin. He's going to get enough, it appears, for the first down as he dove forward. Declan O'Brien was there, along with Luciano Gagrick. Needed 1, got about 2. So now the ball is going to be on the 19-yard line as Neshannock now enters the red zone. Ozako quickly, they get it. He rolls out to his right, under pursuit by Caden Dacio. Throws it up there, and
nice.
Went up to get it. Had to climb the ladder.
Yep.
Did number 11, Dominic Cabellis.
Yep.
Just a little too tall.
Dom Hogue on the coverage, a little push from behind, knocked that incomplete. But give credit to
Caden
Dacio.
Yeah, Dacio.
Get in that backfield on that play-action play. That scramble to the right side kind of forced that pass a little bit higher. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
So we got P.J. Dubois on that line, the big guy, along with Evan Twiddell, Dacio, and Singer's out there. Now, Ozako looks at the play clock, puts a man to his sidecar, sends a man in motion. Haven't seen a lot of that. Fakes back to pass, rolls out to his left. He's got a lane, rolls his way out there, sheds off 1 tackle, sheds off, rolls over another one. Dante Pierce brings him down. Going to depend on the spot if he gets the first down or not. They're marking it at the 10-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down. 3rd and going to call it 3rd and 1. As Ozako now brings Eakin in beside him. You see that pretty. Hand off to Eakin. He stutter steps. Going to find his way forward, and I think he's going to have enough for the first down. As number 57 of the Wolverines was in there. Drake Davis, the junior. And they do get enough for the first down. So just like that, Neshannock had the ball for about 2.5 minutes, have marched it kind of methodically down the field here as it's 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Fumblage! Flag goes down, and they say Elwood City jumped on it.
That's big, yes. Declan
O'Brien.
It's going to be a hold against Neshannock anyway, so this.
Now, I think the officials are conversing. Oh, Coach, whatever happened, Coach Bradley is not
They just
happy.
called the ball dead.
I don't know how that happens. I mean, in fairness for me, I couldn't see the players were kind of blocking that. Coach Bradley is not happy right now.
Yeah, the official here, I heard him from there. He said the ball was dead on the ground, but I don't know what he's explaining.
We still had a flag.
And the flag's going to be a hold against Neshannock on that left sideline. That I definitely saw. So it's going to be marched back, but we were hoping for a fumble. And
yes.
Oh, boy.
I don't know why that was called dead on the ground, but either way, the penalty goes from the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be first. No, it's not from the line of scrimmage, Brad, because they had it on the 9.
Yeah, because he was
on
forward.
The 21.
Yeah.
It's from the 21. The hold had to be behind the line. Am I correct? Ozako now 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. He's back to pass. Under pressure. Rolls it up in there. Wants to throw. Oh, great pursuit there. Twiddell and Declan O'Brien just did not give up on that play and kind of got Ozako from behind. And Twiddell was there to clean it up. Minimal gain on that play as now we bring up 2nd and goal from the 20. You see what penalties can do. Back to pass Ozako. Looking on this 2nd down. Rolls out to the right. Throws it down there. Got his man in the middle of the field, number 12. But he stopped there at the 15-yard line as Ethan Beeman got the catch.
It's a good tackle by one. Dom Hogue once again right across that middle. He gains about half the yards down to the 11, so it'll be 3rd and 11. And
I misspoke a little bit earlier. We replayed first down. And
correct.
I don't know if they had that wrong up there or not, but I missed it. So going to be 3rd and 11 from the 11. Oh, no.
Yeah, offsides.
That's going to make it a little bit of a hard count there. Had the Wolverines line jumping.
So that's now gain 5, so it's going to be 3rd and 6 now, basically. Goal to go. Oh, that's going to be interesting.
That was interesting play call now because you got Mazzocco who can run all over the place. You got Eakin who's been running really well on this drive. They were not afraid to pass. Mazzocco up the middle he goes. Keeper, and a great play there.
Who is that?
As number 6, Gavin Partridge gets in there for the stop. I thought at first Mazzocco had a lane, but it closed quickly as Gavin got in there to make the stop.
Mark
Going to be
down.
4th and 5.
Big opportunity for the Wolverine defense to keep that
Yes,
scoreboard clean. As it starts to pick up on the rain. It's coming down pretty hefty
here
now.
does come the rain. No lightning, obviously. On this 4th and goal from the 5. Little reverse. Oh,
fumble again.
Dropped it on the ground. That's a turnover on downs. They tried the trickery play on the double reverse.
Yep.
Brady Frasso was unable to corral the ball. He falls on top of it. And being 4th down, that really helped the Wolverines because that fumble gained them about 10 yards. It was on the 4th and 5. Now it brings it out to 15. A little bit of breathing room to work with.
And it just makes you wonder, that rain picked up on that play alone.
Great point.
You never know how wet that ball is. So back to the run game, I would say.
Yep. Hands it off there to Elijah. Breaks it out to that left side. Tries to make him a miss. Bounces off of 1. Keeps it up that left side. He's at the 30. Pushed out of bounds at the 32-yard line by Samuel Flora. But a 16-yard gain for Elijah Palmer McCain. It looked like he was dead on arrival there as he got around that line of scrimmage. Made a man miss, and away he goes.
That extra little juke outside the left lane, and give credit to the wide receivers blocking downfield. That opened that up pretty darn well.
So raincoats coming on here. And we are good until there's fear of the computers getting wet.
And so far it's been straight down rain, which is good.
Yep. 3 wide outs to the right. Here's a handoff. Elijah makes it through the first wave. Gets it up there. And saving tackle, I'm going to call it
number 7.
By Ashton Allison.
Ooh, that's big.
Because he had not many red shirts behind him to slow him down. So now 2nd down and 4. We'll have halftime stats for you as we'll get them from the press box. Anthony Barbario, number 7, checking in. Logan McClymon's the center, out over the ball. Smiley in the shotgun. Some big-time movement there. We'll take a first down any way we can get it. And I think we're going to get this one via the penalty as 5 yards are going to get walked off as Neshannock got a little antsy.
It seems like Chris Smiley has been working on that hard count the past couple of weeks or even the past year alone. It seems like he's caused a lot of those. That hard count catches him there.
Well, and the other thing I think it almost helps, we're not seeing a lot of motion out of Elwood City. And I don't mind seeing motion, but defensively, if you're not seeing it, and then, you can, that hard count, I think works a little better when you're not doing a lot of that.
It's a 1st down and 10 now.
Yep, back to pass Smiley, going deep, and going to be a little bit too far as intended receiver Daylon Curie. A little too far for Daylon. He had good coverage there.
Yeah, I like to change up ball there. And if you're going to throw it out the outside edge, you throw it to either your wide receiver can catch it or nobody can.
So, going to be 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass from the 41-yard line. It's just a steady, straight down rain right now. No wind to speak of. Elijah bottled up there that time.
Yeah.
And a good job.
Number 56 kind of blew up that offensive line.
Yes, he did.
He'll have to come off for one play because his helmet came off, but to give him credit,
Dom Felino. No, wrong. I do that when I read it. I'm sorry. 53. Connor Flannery 6'2", 306.
Wow.
Tip of the scale.
Woo-hoo.
So 3rd and 10. Wolverines 2 for 2 on 3rd down so far tonight. Back to pass. Smiley, quick pass out there. Finds
Screen.
number 1.
Got
Makes
a
a man
lane.
miss, rolls it up there, and he's just going to be short.
Oh, you
Was
know what's
Dom
happening
Hogue.
here, folks.
Ball right on about the 49.5-yard line. Going to bring up a 4th down, and I'll call it a long 2.
Guaranteed going for it.
Chris Smiley is staying in the game.
Yep. He was technically the punter at that Laurel game, but guaranteed here.
Everything in tight now.
Oh, and that's going to
And
cause
Chris
Neshannock.
Smiley. Yep, Neshannock saw that.
Yep.
And Coach Bongivenjo said, let's talk about this, called the timeout. And wow, fast moving first quarter.
Yeah.
Only 50 seconds remaining. I kind of looked up there and couldn't believe my eyes.
Yep, only 2 drives by both teams completed in this one here, the 3rd drive of the game, and 50 seconds. Wow. I thought maybe we could make it to the 2nd quarter with no rain, but the rain is steady. Once again, folks, if you're here, it is straight down.
Straight down, I mean, I'll take this rather than a windstorm.
Yes.
The night
And it's
is not
weird.
over yet.
It's nice and warm. That humidity is high out
Yeah,
there.
yep. I think the cool down will
Oh,
be
there you
coming.
go, Dakota. Look at you with the camera angle of that rain coming down. Woo-hoo.
So back out on this 4th and 2. Say a big play here.
Coach Bradley there talking to his offense, talking to Paul McCain and Smiley, getting his directions here. I guarantee you this is going to be some kind of maybe bubble screen or trickery.
This is where the big guys come in.
Absolutely.
Up front, Logan McClyman, Shane Lutz, Tristan Reynolds, Evan Twiddell. Smiley under center. He's trying to draw him off sides. Sends Gagrick right behind him. There's Elijah. Bangs his way through. He's got the first down and a whole lot more. Gets ridden down all the way down at the 20-yard line. Elijah needed 2, got 29.
Yep, once again, we saw that same package. Gagrick goes in motion, and then EPM just falls right
Well,
through
but I
the
think
first
Gagrick
down.
gives you that first lead block just to line,
Kinda like a
just to kind of
fullback.
live things up. Yeah, you wanted 2. You wanted 2.5 because you needed 2.
Oh, we'll take that.
We'll take the
So first
actually
down
a
and
31-yard.
Yeah, you're right. Down to the 20-yard line.
There's a handoff
I
up
like
over
that.
that right side.
I love
that
that.
time. Was that Dante?
That was, I thought,
No,
Gagrick.
Yep. Luciano Gagrick with the carry. Trying that right side this time.
Checking out
Dante
his.
Pierce checking in.
Yep. And I think we're going to take this to the end of the quarter from the
Yes,
looks of it.
does look that way.
So we'll stay here until officially. We just want to make sure nothing happens here because, honestly, if you're Elwood, you may run out back. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. All right, folks, we'll take a timeout here at the end of the first quarter. It's 7-0 Wolverines, and they're driving, looking to score more. We'll take a break, and we'll come back. 2nd quarter action next.
Welcome back, folks. 2nd and 8 as we start this 2nd quarter of action. The ball on the 18-yard line. Handoff this time to Dante Pierce. Weaves his way through. Makes a little still driving forward. Not giving up on a play was Dante Pierce. Not big yardage, but positive yardage. They're going to mark it down at the 13-yard line. So pick up a 5 for Dante Pierce. Going to bring up a very critical 3rd and 3. Handoff this time. Dante Pierce gets hit high and low. They got to do that to get him down, but he needed 3. Got about 5, did Dante Pierce.
Oh, and I tell you what, Thad, we talked about it. We like the big boys up front. Give credit to number 76, Tristan Reynolds. That guard being pulled, that counter trap to the left side, leading the way.
So 1st and goal for the Wolverines. Ball on the 6-yard line. Smiley in the shotgun. 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. There's a handoff to Elijah Palmer McCain. He's going to go into the end zone for his first touchdown of the night. 6-yard run at the 11:06 mark. Elijah Palmer McCain, a great drive by the Wolverines. That started, I believe, was it 32-yard line?
It would have been 20-some range on that fumble back.
Okay, you're right.
Yep.
It was a lot longer than that. It was 85 yards.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
at the 15.
Yep, you're right.
85-yard play. Long run, 2 long runs by EPM.
One
And
on
here
4th
comes
down,
Caitlin
too.
Kreitzer up and
Good.
While we
There we go.
that has to be that seriously historically could have been the longest wait for.
That's awesome.
We have a
That's our fireworks.
So we have a train whistle now. So Wolverines, it just threw me off guard. I thought
I was confused. Like, what's
you know,
going
they talk about tornadoes sound like locomotives. Uh-oh. Anyway, 14-0, 11:06 for the Wolverines. 11:06 remaining. If you're Coach Bradley, you got to be smiling like a butcher's dog right now, the way his offense has come out. Been all run. Few little pass plays.
Yeah, if there's any one negative, it's just the pass plays. But other than that, you've ran the ball, and that's what you need to do.
Yep. Well, ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yep.
And right now, really, if you're Neshannock, you're sitting over there. How do we stop this? Because we've yet to be able to do that. But that being said, Brad, Neshannock had a good first drive.
They did.
And think about that, Brad. What have they had the ball just once?
Yep, just once in this game so far. Twice for Elwood, one for Rem.
And we're 1 minute gone in the second quarter. You want to play keep away. The Wolverines have done a great job doing that here tonight. So Caitlin Kreitzer on to for the kickoff. Back to receive is Cubelis and Brady Frasso. The canopy's really great, but lighting is starting to become an issue. Run up and the kick. High end over.
That's
and
better.
Kick.
That's no man's territory.
Oh, but sadly goes out of bounds.
Yep. It's the only knock. But other than that, we'll take it. No return. That's sometimes a momentum changer if you get a big return. So take the good with the bad, I guess. So that should be the 35-yard line.
So hard to believe I'm saying this, but Neshannock starting their second drive of the game.
Both teams have been efficient with the clock management and running. The difference is just Neshannock couldn't get on 4th down, and Elwood did.
I don't know why the delay here.
I think it was a spot of the ball, or I think the balls may have been clean. Oh, wow. Wow. Are they going to force them back 5 and re-kick?
Yes, that's what they're doing.
Interesting.
What yardage did you get the ball on? 35, right?
Oh, no. There was a personal foul.
Against
I did not even
against
see the flag.
Elwood City. There was a personal foul. Yeah, there you go. There's your penalties.
Personal foul against Elwood City, so the ball would have been at the 35-yard line.
Yep.
Add on to 15 yards. Man in motion. Mazzacco back, under pressure, dumps it underneath to Eakin, finds some running lane, and a nice pickup there on the delayed screen pass. I can't believe another personal foul.
I know, right?
I did not see it.
I
didn't even see it. I thought the flag was for the out-of-bounds play. That's why I...
Unfortunately, now there's an Elwood player down here.
Yes, he's down on a knee.
I think it's an arm issue from the looks of it. He's holding his right arm. Out of courtesy, we take the camera off until we know everybody's good.
We haven't seen a number yet. He is on a knee.
It's going to be Gackrick holding his, or sorry, not my apologies, number 5.
Number 5.
Yeah, Curry. So it's Daylon Curry just holding his arm. I wonder if he got hit in that shoulder or arm area. He's holding it at a 90-degree angle, but trainer Miller there helping him out, and we'll see if he can return.
No, that was Gavin Partridge. Yeah, I thought it was number 5, but the way he was holding his arm, we couldn't see.
Yeah, you're right.
So
my apologies.
Gavin
it was
Partridge.
Gavin Partridge.
Yes.
Yep. My apologies, folks.
So gain 10 yards on that play, and just you can't give an offense like this 15 yards.
No, you cannot.
Mazzocco, he wants to get back to pass. Looking. Pocket collapses.
There you go.
Drags his way forward.
There's a
hit. No, he held on to the ball. Give Mazzocco credit. The way he got hit, you or I would have dropped that ball to roll 10 yards in the air and on the ground. But PJ DuBois there for the
baby.
Stop, keeping that to a 5-yard gain. That Mazzocco, he's hard to bring down.
He's got some speed.
You gotta wrap him up, and that time PJ did. Mazzocco, handoff, little misdirection counter.
Yeah, he's
up
got
the
a
sideway
lane.
goes number 3. Eakin, he's down there toward the end zone.
Yep.
Into the end zone for the touchdown of Neshannock. 35-yard run
And there
for
you go.
Neshannock Lancers.
That quick answer.
50-yard play, 50-yard drive, 3 plays, took 59 seconds. No, 53 seconds off the clock. You can't give these guys yards.
That it was aided by a penalty.
So now on to kick is Jeffrey Measle, holding his number 10. There's the kick. I thought I heard a
Flag.
whistle.
Yep,
Yes.
Flag is on the play there. I think it's going to be offsides.
We'll wait to see. I didn't see anybody jump. But
Yeah,
maybe
it was
somebody lined
offsides
offside
Elwood, and I think they're going to either enforce it or they may. I would put it at the hash mark and go for 2 maybe. So it is offsides against the Wolverines. Now are they going to elect to re-kick?
I think so, because he
Appears that
waved
way.
his finger.
Okay.
Like they were doing
Frasso
it again.
is the holder.
Yep.
And now the second attempt at the kick. Good snap. Kick is down, up, and
Looks like he got that one.
good. There's about an 8-second delay when the ball goes through the uprights
And we're not talking about the lights.
and the official giving the sign. But they want to get it right. They conferred 14-7 here to 10:13 remaining in this second quarter of play.
So both teams now with 2 drives. The difference, Elwood has scored twice, Neshannock just once.
And technically, the Neshannock drive stalled via the fumble, albeit it was 4th down.
And also on top of it, Elwood did receive the ball first, so Neshannock will be getting the ball either way
Good
second
point.
half.
Good point.
And if you're me, and if you're Thad, and you're Dakota, you want to go up by 2, at least.
Yeah, I think, when you're playing the way this offense, averaging 45 points a game in their first 2 games.
I wouldn't mind seeing about 7 minutes off that clock as well.
Well, but the key is, though, you love them long drives, but you have to finish them. You have to score touchdowns. So
10-13.
Dante Pierce and Elijah Palmer McCain back to receive.
Barberry about midway, right around that 30-yard line. Again, rain, folks, so you never know what this ball could do.
Yes, Measle now up with the run-up and the kick. High end
Nice
over end
kick.
kick. It's deep. Taken there by Dante Pierce. Drops the ball, picks it up, lost it again. Who got the ball?
Oh, boy. Yep.
And I believe Neshannock is going to get that ball. As Dante Pierce went to field it. He's a little slow to get up. But it is going to be Neshannock's ball. He muffed it when he first caught it, went forward. He went to dive for it.
I hate to jinx it, folks, but I said it. This rain, it is not stopping, and you never know what that ball can do.
Wow. At the 11:06 mark, this game was 14-0. Ball on the 12-yard line. The rain is coming down harder. There's a handoff. Easel around that right side. Got a flag coming in there. I think this might be coming back. as Partridge, who shook off that elbow, shoulder. We're not sure what it was, but he looked really good on that tackle.
It's going to be a hold against Neshannock.
So that play is going to come back.
And then they're just going to they're going to check it. Is it a spot foul? Is it at the line of scrimmage? That kind of thing. Just to make sure.
If it's ahead of the line of scrimmage,
Correct.
you knock 10 yards from the line of scrimmage.
Right.
If it's behind the line of scrimmage, you go from the line of scrimmage. A rule they changed here a year or so ago. They changed these rules just to keep us broadcasters honest. So, going to bring up a 1st and 20 from the 22-yard line. They can get a first down. Back to pass. Mazzocco finds a man wide open. If the catch was high enough and good.
The one official's looking at the other official, and nobody's making a call. Two officials just looking at each other, trying to figure out.
They're saying first down, or no, they're saying it's a catch.
Wow. Which I'm okay with.
I thought it was a catch.
I thought it was a catch
I really
too.
thought it was a catch.
But just make the call. Yep.
A little different. Yes, it is a first. No, it's going to be second down.
Yeah, because it was first down and 20. Yeah, so it should be second down and about 5.
About three. Yep, second down.
Go.
And it's ball's on the 5-yard line after the 18-yard pickup from the pass. I didn't even see who caught the ball. Little end around there. Easel got a block. Oh, taken down. Partridge saved the touchdown there. No doubt about it.
That's big.
As Eakin was trying to go around the left side. Almost looked like an option, if you will.
Kind of looked like it, yep.
And really kept that. I mean, he ran a lot of yards to gain none. So 3rd and 3. No, they gave him a first down. He did pick up 3. We're just not high enough to see.
Yep.
1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Mazzocco sends a man in motion. Stops him. Mazzocco out. Wants to throw. Rising up the middle. Stop there. Still driving forward. And great pursuit there. Luciano Gagrick and a host of other Wolverines bottled things up there for Mazzocco. I'm a little surprised on those plays. With Mazzocco's speed, they're not going outside. But they could be setting things up for later on. But trying to go up the middle there. Big P.J. Du Bois blocking things up there along with Evan Twiddell. There's a handoff. Tries this time, bounces the outside, makes a man miss it. He's hit low and taken down again by Gavin Partridge. Welcome to the show, Gavin Partridge. They did gain 1 on the play. So it's 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line.
And you know this is
That's 2 saving tackles now that could have been touchdowns that Gavin Partridge has made.
And you know it's definitely 2 down territory, so either you got to get it here or the next play. I'm saying big package fullback right up the middle. That's what I would do.
Well, they don't really have that big fullback.
No, they
We've
don't.
not seen him yet. We got a big body in that tight end position now.
Just
keeps it and into the end zone. He goes for the 1-yard run. Everybody pulled, and he found a lane, and away and he went. With 7:30 remaining, the score is 14-13. Brad, I wrote it down at 11:06. Welcome back, folks. 14-14. We got ourselves a ball game. 7:30 remaining. Back to receive. Elijah Palmer McCain and Dom Hogue. Driving kick this time. Bounces on the ground. Dom wisely lets it go out of bounds. Well played there. Educated play there. As Dom Hogue let that ball go out of bounds, because the way it was rolling around there, he had red shirts collapsing quickly. So the Wolverines with the out-of-bounds kick will have the ball on the 35-yard line. He gained his team 15 yards there.
Smart play. I did not see a personal foul, so I think it's just the kick out of bounds.
Yes, that's what messed me up in the last one. I completely missed that. So Logan McClymon's the center. He'll be out over the ball. Hey, I want to give a shout-out. Logan McClymon's grandfather, Bob Malcolm. A big fan of Elwood City. Of course, he's a huge fan of his grandson, Logan. Had some back surgery yesterday. Going to be a bit of a long road to recovery, but Bob, I understand you're listening tonight. Shout out to you. Hope the road to recovery is a short one. Logan, one of the 18 seniors on our team.
30 seconds. They
Back
got it
to
off.
pass. Smiley looking, tries to escape, makes a man miss, and tackled down there. He's got to watch that ball.
Yes, he
As
does.
number 7, Ashton Allison in that defensive linebacker position came up. Picked up 3. That almost would have been a coverage sack. They had pretty good coverage downfield from what I could see.
Yeah, on the flip side, give credit to Smiley. He's got some speed there. He wisely just pulled it, tucked it.
Yep,
that's the only thing I would say. Got to tuck
that ball. So 2nd and 8, they gave him 2 yards. Smiley now 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Hands off. Elijah Palmer McCain gets through the first wave, still driving them feet forward, and I don't think he's going to get enough for the first down, but what looked like a 2-yard gain turned into about a 7-yard gain.
Give credit to Tristan Reynolds and
Yep,
Logan McClymons, both of them. That entire front line, once EPM got hit, they kept pushing them forward for an extra 2 or 3 yards. And
well, the thing is, they're kind of holding them blocks.
Yep.
They're pushing, but giving him some wiggle room to get through there. So a 3rd and 2. Wolverines unofficially, I think 3 for 3 on 3rd downs tonight, and a huge 1 for 1 on 4th downs. There's a handoff to Elijah. Dances his way through. He's going to get enough for the first down. Needed 2, got about 3. As the one thing that's impressing me right now is these Wolverines on these inside runs. You know, Elijah seems to have that ability to break him at any time, but even when he's not able to break him, the pile is always moving forward.
Yep. Everything positive. I don't want to jinx it, but I don't think we've had a negative play other than the penalties.
And those have been to a minimum as compared to week 1.
Let's keep them that way.
Yep, ball on a 48-yard line, 1st and 10, 5:49 on this rolling clock. Smiley, hands off to Elijah. Weaves his way through there.
Yep, not bad. Unfortunately, tripped up there was the front guy, the left guard there, was Tristan Reynolds. He tripped, and unfortunately, EPM's run there got cut a little bit short. But still, not a bad gain, 4 yards.
You'll take 4 yards, because your average yards per play right now with the big ones
it's something.
is well over.
It's got to be at least 7 to 8 yards
I would
close to it.
expect, even with a couple incomplete passes in there.
Yep.
2nd and 6, 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Hand off there. This time, Dante Pearson. He got decked. Right at the line of scrimmage.
Right.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
That was number 53.
53, the big guy.
The initial contact. No, sorry, 59. 59 with the initial contact. Yep, so 59 hit him first, and 56
Tony
cleaned it up.
Parada, 6'3", 283. Oof. Then you're followed up by Flannery sitting there at 306. Oof. So 3rd down and 5. Ball in the Neshannock territory on the 47-yard line.
Cut this in half.
Hand off there, Dante Pierce. Gets hit at the line of scrimmage, and no gain on that play.
Yeah. And that was just a setup play. You want to break it for a first down, but if not, you're going for it on 4th.
I'm not sure about that. I don't know if I go.
I would.
Yep, appears they are going to go for it on this 4th and 4 from the 46-yard line. 4:03 remaining. Back to pass. Looking for somebody down the field. Finds his man, Luciano Gagrick.
You know what that was? Repeat of Laurel week 1.
Yes, it was.
Or week 0. You knew that play was coming.
Yep.
There
2
you
for
go.
2 on 4th down for the Wolverines.
EPM rolls out to the left side. You fake the pass to him, and there's Luciano Gagrick right up the middle.
The thing is if Luch wasn't there,
yes,
Elijah, I think that was his check down.
Yep.
So ball now on the 36-yard line. Smiley, handoff. Elijah got a lane. Up the middle he goes, and all the way down. to about the 24-yard line. A pickup of, I'm going to call it 14 there for Elijah Palmer McCain. And now it's another one of them plays, Brad. He was not touched for about 3 to 4 yards past the line of scrimmage.
And I tell you what, I guarantee he's very, very close to that 3,000 mark.
Yes.
No doubt in his career. If not, he may have passed it already.
So 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Smiley hands off to Elijah. This time bottled up.
Yep.
The defense was ready for him. They pushed him back. And really no gain on that play.
Yeah, a couple 3 players there.
Allison
7,
in there leading the charge.
56, 55, I believe.
DeSanti was in there. So the first negative play outside of a penalty comes at the 2:53-minute mark. So
that's not bad.
Your offensive line is doing their job.
I think that's a
minus a few penalties.
International sign that you may have to change it up just the slightest bit.
2nd and 10.
There
Back
you
to
go.
pass. Throws it out there and just too far.
Yeah, it slipped out of his hand, unfortunately.
For Luciano Gagrick that time.
And it was open. He could have gotten 3 or 4 yards out of
that.
Yeah,
it wasn't a big play, but could have helped this 3rd down out because now we're sitting there at a 3rd and 10.
Yep, and you can see Chris just asked for a towel because his left hand, I think it just slipped right out of his hand.
So Gilchrist, the lengthy junior wide receiver.
Again, 4 down territory, so cut it in half at least.
So 3rd and 10, ball on the 24-yard line. Everybody up to the line for Neshannock, but they drop back out of it. Throws it out there, gets his man. That was Dom Hogue. Just did not have the blocking in the middle, and now we have some lightning.
And now they're going to blow it. Man.
Dadgummit.
Oh. And big lightning strike all the way across half the screen, so that means everybody's gone. Dang it.
Oh,
I wanted at least halftime. Yeah.
So at 2:33.
There's the rumble.
Yep. A little thunder and lightning going on here. At the 2:23 mark.
All right.
It is officially 7:47. It was a fast-moving first half.
Yeah.
At 7:47, we find ourselves going into
tack on 30 minutes, folks.
From the last lightning strike.
From the last lightning strike.
And if that's the only one, I'll be shocked.
Yep. So right now we're looking at right around an 8:17 comeback time, unless we see another one.
Yep.
So, folks, what we're going to probably do here is we'll probably go to commercial break. We'll see. We may just let it run for now for a little bit. If we, by chance, stop the stream, we will literally pick up a next extra stream. Make sure you keep a prize on Facebook and Twitter. Check out YouTube. We will try to go back on live if by chance we shut down. If not, we'll let it ride for a little bit. If we see a couple more lightning strikes, if they keep going, we'll tune back in as soon as we can.
Remind people again, your Twitter handle, and if they're not following us on our Facebook page,
so
we'll use them too.
So EC_Wolverines, and then Facebook, Elwood City Wolverines, and then obviously on YouTube, we have, there we go.
Okay.
There you go on YouTube, Elwood City Wolverines, and then obviously our website, www.ecwolverines.com. So again, folks, if by chance we do shut this down and have to restart, it will be a new link, so bear with us, but I have not seen another lightning strike yet, so we got 30 minutes up on the clock, and we'll see.
We do have a battery pack in case the generator does not able to get the distance. But kind of afraid this was going to happen. I'm glad we got to where we are, but we're all tied up, 14-14 at 2:23. I've not had the advantage to check the radar, but.
We were just talking about it. How much does that generator run? Well, that's why we get the battery
somebody
pack.
might be going to Sheets to get gas.
That too. We could go to Sheets. You're right.
And get gas. It's right up the street here.
Yeah. All right, so we'll take a timeout here. We'll keep it rolling for now for a little bit. And, again, if it does by chance stop or if we have to stop, we'll come back in. We'll tell you what's going on.
I think you need to be prepared of no halftime.
There may be no halftime. You're right. They may take the halftime now.
2:23, they may just call this halftime. I would not oppose.
Yeah, I could see them doing that.
Sad for the bands, but they would know. But however, I'm almost assuring that could be the case.
Yep.
They're not going to have them come back out here for 2 minutes and 23 seconds.
Correct.
And then
take
go
a 10
back to
minute,
the locker for 20 minutes.
Yep.
So be prepared for that as well.
Yep. All right, so 2:23 stoppage here, second quarter. Lightning at least, and 8:17 we'll tune back in. It is 14-all, both teams. We'll take a break. Stay with us, folks.
Thank you.
right, folks, welcome back here real quick. Yes, our camera's off right now because we're trying to keep it dry. Here's what we're going to do, folks. We're going to keep the stream open on YouTube. It'll say that we are live. We are not going to be live going forward until this game is resumed at this point. Right now, we're still in a lightning delay. It's officially at 8:35 is when we can possibly restart this. It is raining cats and dogs, folks. It is wet as get out. No lightning strikes since that 8:05 mark. So right now, 8:35 is the first initial possible start time. What we're going to do is we're going to end our stream in terms of actual digital components. The stream will be open. There will be no camera, no nothing. It'll be a black screen. So our stream is going to stay open on YouTube, but we're not going to send any signal to it. We're going to shut all the computers down, close the screens. That way we can keep it dry. If something changes, we will let you know on our social media accounts. So stay with us, folks. Again, stream's going to be shut down technically.
But this way, it will be the same link.
Correct.
Still.
If we do resume, we will kick back in. It will still be the same link. It just right now you will see a black screen, and we're just going to be hoping and praying that this one kicks back in. So the closest time is 8:35. I have a feeling that may be longer. So stay with us, folks. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, as well as our website, www.ecwolverines.com. Stay dry, folks. All right, folks, test 1, 2, 3, test 1, 2, 3. If you can hear me, we've got football. Folks, we're about ready to start here. The coaches and players and officials are back. We're going to start here in about 5 minutes or so. They're going to play the 2:23 remaining in this game. So officially 2:23. We'll make that correction here real quick. We'll put 2:23 up on that clock. If we can figure out what direction to go in. There we go. Get it down to 2:23. So we'll be starting here shortly. Actually, probably looks like in the next 30-some seconds or so. We're going to get this one rolling again. We're going to play the 2:23 that is remaining in the quarter, and then officially going right into the third quarter. So we're going to just jump into 2:23. They're going to take a 2-minute break and then third quarter action. So 4th down and 10 under play here. Chris Smiley rolling out to the right side. He's looking. He's got an open man. It's going to be caught.
Hit hard there.
But unfortunately going to be short of the first down mark. So it's a completed pass to Luciano Gackrick. It will not be enough for the first down. So it's going to be turnover on downs. 2:14. Again,
So
folks.
they didn't give him much time, or they gave him time to warm up. I got to talking here and didn't realize. So did you get the gist that the halftime is going to be 2 minutes long? You talked about that?
Yep. So 2:14, we'll do a 2-minute halftime break. No, unfortunately, no bands, no cheers, no nothing like that in terms of being on the field.
And any notes we had, folks, are
now
gone.
Yeah, they are gone.
So but Neshannock has the ball. Mazzacco back to pass. Throws it deep, going downtown. Oh, was underthrown. He could not adjust to the ball, and nice coverage there by Daylon Curie.
Yep, that pass kind of floated behind him, and Daylon Curry actually became the wide receiver in a sense on that play.
Yes, he had a better play on that ball
Neshannock
than
got lucky.
anybody did. A lot of games have already been canceled. A lot of games postponed. Lawrence County all over.
Yep, we'll talk about that
Misaka,
with 2 minutes.
Hands off there. Trying to sweep around. Finds a lane. Hit hard there.
Oh, Kane Doncio.
Doshio.
Woo!
He came in there hard to keep that
Yes, he did.
run by Eakin to only about 5 yards. He had a head of steam, but so did Doshio. Oh.
They're just correcting the announcers, not us.
All right.
So 3rd down and 5 from the 25 for Neshannock.
Misaka looks to the sidelines to get some direction. 13 on the play clock. Man on the side, hand off there. No, fake hand off. Oh, number 10, a nice pitch and catch.
That was. They're going to say incomplete.
Oh, and he muffed
They
the
are
ball.
saying incomplete on this close
Okay,
side.
it looked good from the backside.
He's saying incomplete.
But he was not able to contain the ball. Was Brady Frasso.
Okay.
Misaka's sitting there wondering what's going on.
That may or may not have been influenced by the side, the sideline.
Yes. 4th and now 5.
We'll give credit to that official.
And I tell you what,
Yeah, you punt.
you punt, but you almost play this game now like it could end at any minute.
Exactly.
Especially if we get into the 3rd quarter.
And we'll talk about any lightning delay. We'll fix that here after this punt.
Okay. So back to receive the punt is Daylon Curry.
So Daylon Curry along with Dom Hogue. And now we're going to.
They needed to raise the play clock.
Yeah, they're going to reset the play clock here real quick. Back to 25.
Surprisingly enough, the rain has stopped
Completely.
the calm before the storm.
Yeah.
So
And now we're whistling.
still got some whistles going.
Yeah, while they're doing all this whistle work here, folks, if the only way that they're going to continue to play this is if the lightning that does strike, if it stays off in the distance and is not within a certain radius of this football stadium, they'll continue to play. If there is a lightning strike, well, then you can kind of put 1 and 1 together there. But so far, we're good to go. Minute 19, 2nd quarter.
Interesting play that the players ran out to.
Yeah.
Thunderstruck.
Yeah.
I thought that was
How
kinda
about
clever.
that?
Now the punt, we finally got it figured out. Here comes the punt. Waits the snap, gets the snap, good snap.
Decent
High
kick.
end over end kick. And it takes a little bit of an Neshannock bounce. Ball was at the 25, and it's going to be now marked. Actually, there was no official there. That's kind
Yep, he's retrieving the ball.
of okay.
That's why.
I see it now.
Yep. So it's going to be 1st down and 10, right
the
around
41.
41-yard line. No, we're going to make it to 40.
It to 40. So a 35-yard punt. Now the Wolverines out on offense. Minute 11 to go, so you almost got to treat it.
But you do have 3 timeouts.
Oh, on the keeper, he wanted to throw it.
Nice block.
And hit high and taken down. My question is, Brad, just for clarification. We got a minute left here. Is it like halftime? Just halftime is 2 minutes?
For 2 minutes,
So this
yep.
possession.
This does mean something.
Yeah,
so you got 3 timeouts right before halftime.
It's not rolling in.
Yep. So you got 48 seconds before halftime. Again, halftime will be 2 minutes, and we're going to go right into the 3rd quarter.
That could be a little bit confusing.
But to me, 2nd and 9, you want to let's go. You have 3 timeouts too.
Yeah, you have 3 timeouts.
It all depends on this next play.
Correct. 2 wideouts to the right, to the left. Balmer King comes out of the backfield.
Going deep.
Wants to go down there.
He's got
Got
him.
Elijah Balmer King. He's to his feet. He's at the 10, 5.
Touchdown!
Elijah Balmer King with the 59-yard touchdown reception out of the backfield.
They know something I don't. They don't need 40 seconds. They only needed 18.
What a pass.
Wow.
Elijah just got behind one of the, I'm assuming, linebacker that came over to keep him out of cover him out of the backfield, and he was off to the races. Just like that, it's 20-14. Caitlin Kreiser. Kick is up and, off the post. No good. So at 22 seconds remaining in officially the second quarter, the score is 20-14.
So, again, no halftime show or anything like that. So if you're at home, you're playing the nice little Notre Dame fight song right now with that score, 20-14. A nice pass there from Smiley. It was a little bit of a wounded duck slipping out of that hand, a little bit wet ball. But I tell you what, give credit to EPM adjusting, scampering in. What was that? 40?
I said what it was.
What was that? That was from the
41.
Yeah, it had to be at
59
least.
59
yards. 59 yards. Yep. What a play. Talk about thunderstruck. So 22 seconds here. Neshannock with 2 timeouts remaining. I think you may just take this kick. I mean, you got a kickoff, so you never know. If this is in play, you may try to take it back, but 22 seconds, 2 timeouts.
And Neshannock will be getting the ball.
Correct. In about another 2 minutes.
Right.
Caitlin Kreitzer here, teeing it up from the 40. Slide in motion. Here's the kick.
High, deep kick. Taken there. Fumbled by number 3. Picks it up at the 18-yard line. Runners make the outside. And going to be bottled up there. Nice coverage by the kickoff team of the Wolverines.
Give credit to the fans, especially in the blue and the white sideline.
Yes.
They stuck with us, and the cheerleaders are here, so decent-sized crowd. Got to watch the last 2 quarters of this one. Wow. So 15 seconds left in the first half. 2 timeouts for Neshannock. You're down by 6. You may just do a running play up the middle and see what can happen.
These guys can score quick. They're going to treat this just like handoff and up the middle. Nothing to go there. P.J. Du Bois wraps him up and drags him back.
And I think
that's going to be it.
Yep.
For the first half of play. So at the end of 2 quarters. And how long was the lightning delay?
Well, that was somewhere in the range of 7:47.
7:47.
And it's officially 8:54, so it was just about ballpark, almost an hour.
I think an hour, because I think it was 8:47 we started back up.
Okay.
Yep.
So now a 2-minute official timeout for halftime.
Which is just enough time for me to put out there where it's halftime.
Yes, it is halftime, and I'm going to get to some advertisements if they're not too wet to read. We got a little jump around going on here.
Oh, it's perfect.
So, hey, folks, every Thursday night, the long-time tradition here at Elwood City. I mean, urban legend has it that they fed David the night before he took the slingshot to Goliath. They've been doing it a long time. Last week, the Thursday night dinner was provided by the Moore family. Ben and Georgia served pulled pork and mac and cheese. Dessert was provided by Jessica O'Brien, Tara Lutz, and Aaron Warner. I'm sure that was very, very good. Last night's Thursday night dinner was provided by the Dacio
so much
family.
for that 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
so much for 2
Ken
minutes.
and Karen put together a full taco bar as well as pulled pork and barbecued chicken. Dessert was provided by Jessica O'Brien, Tara Lutz, and Aaron Warner. Thank you to the Moore and Dacio family for feeding. I don't know, you're probably feeding all these kids, all these young men, and Caitlin Kreiser and the coaches, so probably 55, 60 people. No small task, but it is appreciated, and that tradition continues. Yes, that was a quick 2 minutes, which is fine.
Yep. If we can get this game in, which I think our chances are high now that we're through the rain. Now it just comes down to lightning, but I think that's far enough away that
Yeah, but we may see a lot harder rain than what we're seeing right now.
Yeah.
By the looks of things.
Yep. All right, so second half action here. Once again, Neshannock will be receiving. We reset 3 timeouts apiece. 12 minutes up on that board, 20-14, Elwood City.
Here's Caitlin Kreitzer with the run-up and the kick. Kick is going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a penalty on this play. And Neshannock will take over with the ball on the 35-yard line. So I think as a coach, you know, you get these kids hyped up to play.
Oh.
You got a game going on.
Good
and
luck.
Then, you know, an hour later, you send them into the locker room.
Yeah.
You know, and just the focus. And yes, both teams have to do it. But I think there's something to be said about that. So now, Mazzocco on this 1st and 10 ball on the 35-yard line. He keeps it, does a little dump pass out there. And he dropped it. That ball is going to be wet, folks.
Yeah. And we said at the end of this first half it was no rain, and now all of a sudden it's, like you said, that it's right back to where we were starting.
Yeah, you're on turf, but there's not much.
No.
Everything's wet right now. Mazzocco now in the shotgun. Brings Eakin to his side. Hand off to Eakin. No,
keeper.
On the keeper. Mazzocco around that left side. Makes the man miss. Keeps it rolling forward. I don't think he has enough from the first down, but he's going to be close.
And we said one of the things, folks, was 3rd down into 4th down possessions. That was a nice run there by Mazzocco, not only to get yardage, but more importantly, sets up a 3rd and 1.
Yep. We've seen some big plays on 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2 so far tonight. Mazzocco, keep it. Was hit hard by O'Brien, and the ball falls incomplete. O'Brien came out of nowhere.
And Mazzocco's slow to get up.
He took a pretty good lick.
Yes, he did, Thad. Wow. And not even a question. The coach comes right over telling them what to do. They're going for it.
Yep. I'm telling you what, you got to almost treat this game as it could be over. Oh, no. They just threw a flag.
Wow.
And I think this is going to be a personal foul.
Yes, it is. My goodness.
Mazzocco was jawing, or it was a coach or something.
Yep, unsportsmanlike conduct against Neshannock's number 1, Mazzocco, and he is getting an earful.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Yes, he is. That is a long walk back to the sidelines.
Wow.
So that changes the complexity of things here.
Yep, definitely
as
punt
it's
now.
4th and 16, and they're going to be punting from their 29-yard line. There's nothing. That's why I could never coach. Personal fouls of that nature would just drive me nuts. We see them on both sides of the ball, but here's the punt. Gets the high end over end kick.
Just let it
Takes
go
a
bounce.
good Neshannock bounce.
It's kind of crazy how that went. It bounced out, or went out of bounds, and then came back in the field of play.
But goes from the 29-yard line to the 39-yard line.
Wow. It's a good play there and good stop by the Wolverines. Talk about a 4-minute swing of scoring a touchdown, 2-minute break there, and then get the ball back in 11-13.
And this is the drive now. Well, you'll take a score any way you get it, but boy, if you had one of them methodical drives like we saw on their first 2 scoring drives. So ball at the 39-yard line.
Handoff here to Dante Pierce coming back this way.
Yep. And they were ready that time for it. Dante tried to reverse field and ran into the waiting arms of a bunch of red jerseys. Ashton Allison with the tackle. Gavin Partridge checking in along with Gilchrist. So they're going to give Dante 1 yard on that play. The rain may be coming a little bit harder now than it was just 4 minutes ago. On a 2nd and 9 handoff to Elijah. Trying to weave his way through. Carries about 3 red shirts. Did Elijah Palmer McCain. Ball was at the 40. Going to spot it right now on the 45-yard line.
Yep, that'll be another 5. So 3rd down and 4 here. And, well, big opportunity once again on 3rd down. 3 wide receivers close,
There's
handoff.
Off to Elijah.
I like it.
And he's going to get pulled back by a face mask.
Yep.
They're going to get it.
Yes, they
yes,
are.
Yes, sir. Ray Charles with Helen Keller spotting for him. Could have saw that face mask. Hit it hard. One per season.
I just love.
Season.
I love that we're with the fans because they can all react to you. That may or may not be your wife sitting in front of you reacting, but I love it. I love it.
She really wants to be underneath the bleachers right now. She's with me.
So that's another 15 against Neshannock. They've got 2 of them in this little segment, and it's cost them big. It's going to be first down and 10 for the Wolverines. Rolling clock.
Flip that field. First and 10 now, ball on the 38. First down via the penalty. Under center this time is Smiley. Hands it off to Elijah. Makes a man miss.
Still going.
Made something out of nothing that time. He was hit at the line of scrimmage, but he bounced his way forward for positive gain. Going to give him about almost 6 yards. Going to bring up a second down and 4. Don't forget, folks, Brad will go rewatch this game 4 times between now and tomorrow morning and have the accurate stats for you. Hand off to Elijah. This time
there's a
left
hole.
side. And that left side he goes. He's at the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! He didn't get in.
Just short. 2-yard line.
At the 2-yard line. I thought it was pay dirt. Either
close.
way, he ran for 30 yards to bring up a first and goal. EPM with some long runs here tonight and a great time.
So that'll set up first down.
Happen.
Officially the 3-yard line, and you know where this is going.
Well, Dante Pierce is in the backfield right now with Luciano Gaggart. Dante gets the ball, tries, and a nice stop there by number 56 of the Lancers.
Yep. Give them credit. They hold him to about maybe a yard or 2.
Dante Concilio.
I'll say officially a 1 yard because it's sitting on the.
So give him 2.
Yep.
Got Dacio in there now to work on that line. O'Brien, heavy tight end package now. Sends a man in motion. Dives his way forward for the touchdown. Chris Smiley. And there's your 2-score lead you were wanting, Brad.
Yep.
It's 26-14.
Take that and raise one. And now do you dare chase some points here, maybe go for 2? It looks like they're going to go for 2. I don't blame them. Why not?
I think you do, but what does that personal foul penalty mean now?
Both of them. The 15 penalties.
Both of them. But that one on the punt, you went from a 4th and 1 to a 4th and 16 to about 5 plays later being down by 2 scores.
Yep. So 2-point conversion here. Tight formation. 3 running backs.
That's Luch in motion.
Yep.
Hand off to Elijah.
He's
going to bounce to the outside. Into the end zone he goes for the 2-point conversion. Untouched that time. He didn't look for anything in the middle. He only needed 2 yards, and to the outside he went. That makes the score 28-14 at the 8:33 mark.
Wow.
How the turntables have turned. Just 5 minutes ago, it was 14-14.
And every possession that Elwood City gets this ball, that clock just keeps getting shorter and shorter. And you ask for it, you shall receive. 2-score lead, that's big, especially with how much rain is coming down right now. It kind of makes you one-dimensional for the most part. And so far, that's been the bread and butter for Elwood City. Guaranteed. Elijah Palmer McCain is right around that 3,000. If not, he definitely has broken it. He could be looking at 200-plus yards possibly by the end of this one.
There's a bunch.
Yep.
He had a 30-yard run there, and then you throw a pass play of 59 yards on top of that.
Wow.
All-purpose yards.
Yep.
There's a bunch. In the rain now, it's
getting intense again.
We're getting sheets of rain here now, and our tent is still holding up. Caitlin with the kick, high end over end kick, and balls are so wet. It's just hard.
And honestly, I don't mind it. There's no busted return or anything like that. Just kick it, let them take it at the 35. As long as there's no
folks,
personal
I
foul.
apologize on names right now. I am
It's hard to see.
It's
hard to see.
The rain's getting a lot of things wet.
Yep.
So.
So first down and 10 here.
First and 10, ball on the 35-yard line. Mazzocco in the shotgun. Hands it off. Oh, taken down. Evan Twiddell, TOL, tackle for a loss. No gain on that play, loss of a yard. The Wolverines had, that left side of that Wolverines line had that sniffed out that time. Sends a man in motion, does Mazzocco. Oh, almost, he does, loses the ball, but gets it in the hands of his running back. Making something out of nothing as Eakin was able to get the ball corralled as Mazzocco was fumbling it. We're going to give him 4 yards on the carry. Actually give him 5, but it's going to be 3rd and 7 now. There's not a lot of Elwood fans here, but they are making their presence known.
Oh, and I think we're going to get a timeout maybe.
Timeout, Elwood City.
Yeah, I think they had a little adjustment with the linebackers and defensive line there. So that'll leave Elwood now officially with 2 timeouts, 7:31 officially left in this one.
You have any more time?
Yeah, no, you're good. I got one here.
Okay.
I just want to make sure it's close, just in case we get more rain coming in.
Right.
Ooh.
So we got the timeout going on.
You cannot disappoint with the music. That is for certain.
Well, and a good sound system here. You'll give Neshannock credit. Did you like that?
I did.
Okay. Well,
I won't say why, but I did like that.
Okay. Busy week coming up next week, but we've not really looked that far ahead. Keep apprised to our Facebook page.
I know volleyball's definitely Tuesday night. That one I did see.
Volleyball's got a big day tomorrow down at Moon Mac Invitational.
Yep, small school tournament there.
There is a chance they may have a rematch from last night.
There's a good chance.
And there's some players I know that want that pretty bad. Mazzocco in a shotgun. Little misdirection counter, and they sniffed it out. Not to be fooled, and P.J. Du Bois. Oh, my gosh. Bear hug and take him down. So that brings up a 4th down and another punt. I mean, if you're Coach Bradley right now, you come out after a rain delay, and quite honestly, let's be honest, Neshannock's offense could do about whatever they wanted, although they didn't have the ball that much. And you force 2 punts right now, that's huge stuff. 6:51 remaining. Wolverines up. Punt. Oh, they had pressure that they were looking for. It takes a bounce down to about the 30-yard line. So 29-yard punt, which in these conditions, we'll make it work.
Not bad.
We'll make it work. And the rain is not holding up, not letting up here at all.
Nope. But that's okay.
So, Wolverines back in action here on offense, leading 28-14. Hand off to Elijah. Driven down hard. That was Dante Pierce, I beg your pardon. Number 59 brought him down. So going to give him 1 yard, hard-earned yard that time for Dante Pierce. Chris Smiley gets direction from the sidelines.
And I know it's early 3rd quarter, but now with that 2-score lead, you can kind of just run the ball and let the clock roll just a slight bit.
Yep. There's a handoff this time. It's Elijah Palmer, and nothing doing there.
Yeah, the only knock about doing that now is become one-dimensional, and everybody kind of knows in the stadium where it's going.
So going to bring up a 3rd and 9. That was Dante Pierce again. I beg your pardon. So the Wolverines now on this 3rd and 9, 5:38. You just want to keep that ball rolling, clock rolling. Smiley gets back to pass, under duress. Oh, and he gets taken down. A great play there by number 13, Braden Montgomery. Takes Smiley down well behind the line of scrimmage, all the way back to about the 23-yard line, 22-yard line. So you're going to bring up a 4th down. Punt formation for the Wolverines.
And give credit to Neshannock making that stop there, forcing the punt.
Is that Smiley punting?
Yep. Smiley is punting.
Gets almost blocked, but a high kick. Fair caught there at the 49-yard line. So Neshannock, with 4:40 remaining in the 3rd quarter, will take over in Elwood City territory at about the 48-yard line. You have to be impressed with what the defense has done in these last 2 Neshannock Lancer possessions.
Yep.
Forcing them to punt.
And we're
The
going to
first half, it's all no punts.
Yeah. And now we're going to ask for it again. 4:40 here, 3rd quarter. You just want to keep Neshannock. It's a bend, no, don't break kind of situation here. You can let them move the ball, but just don't let any points up on that board.
I think right now it's the big plays.
Yep.
You know.
Exactly.
And they know they're.
Don't let big
we
plays.
know they're capable of doing it.
Yep.
Ozaka hands off to Eakin. Waits for a hole. Finds a lane. Up the middle he goes. Almost shirt tackled. Rolls his way forward. And Eakin took a 5-yard gain and made it into a 10-yard gain for a 1st down. It's a 1st down for the Lancers on this 1st and 10.
Keeper once again.
Up the right side tries this time, and he rolls his way forward. Going to be enough for another Neshannock Lancers 1st down. Partridge with the tackle. So 1st down for Neshannock.
They're saying just shy.
Oh, there it is, 2nd. Got a yard to go.
2nd and 1.
Zacco hands off to Eakin. He got his way through the hole. And right now, the Neshannock's kind of running where they're not getting touched for 3 or 4 yards. So that's going to be another 1st down.
You don't mind bend, no break, but this is kind of bending a little too far.
Well, and the thing is they're also, I won't call it a hurry up, but there's 20 seconds left on a play clock when they're hiking the ball. Zacco, low snap, but he gets it. He keeps it himself. Tries running forward. And I think he's going to. Oh, you can't do that. I think that's going to get. Well, P.J. Dubois was in there for the stop, but you can't, like, pulling a guy's leg backwards.
Yeah.
We'll wait to call.
Gackridge had his leg there, let go of it, but unfortunately there was one player still on top of him. So personal foul against Elwood City. That'll be another 15, basically.
Yep. That's an automatic 1st down, and I think you would have had a 1st down it was 2nd down. I think. So 1st and 10. The ball is inside the 10-yard line, so it's technically 1st and goal. Zacco hands off to Eakin. Oh, what a nice tackle there. As Gaggrick gets in there. Partridge. 6 and 9. I'm sorry. I do that every time. Partridge in there. Partridge has to be the leading tackler in the red zone tonight.
Has to be.
2nd and 9. Zacco gets direction. Brings Eakin up beside him. Sends a man in motion. Gets the ball. Hands off to, take it, Evan Twaddell. No.
Keeper touchdown.
I missed that one completely.
Yep.
Touchdown.
So did I. I was following.
That's Zacco in for the 9-yard run.
And the fireworks don't stop.
At 2:43, I apologize, folks. That faked me out. Mazzocco does do a nice job on that keeper, on hiding that ball. So at the 2:43 mark, there's the extra point forthcoming. Snap, kick is, and it is good, and it would have been good from a long way. So it's 28-21.
Yep, 2:43 mark.
2:43.
So we'll take a quick little timeout. Third quarter, 2:43. Wolverines up only by 7 now.
Welcome back, folks. 28-21 in favor of our Elwood City Wolverines. 2:43 remaining. Jeffrey Measle here to kick off. Dom Hogue and Elijah Palmer McCain back deep to receive. This time it's going to be picked up there by Hogue. Makes the first wave miss. Second wave is there to clean him up. Not much return. I think Dom was kind of waiting to see if it would go out of bounds, and the way it bounced, it was not going to it. So he alertly had to pick it up.
Christopher Wozniak and Hayden Tatterson with the tackle. So, new ball game here, Thad. Yes, 28-21 Wolverines, but the last time they had the ball, they were shut out real fast and had to punt it away. And Neshannock, kind of that hurry up 20-second on the play clock drive.
That drive didn't take much more than about 3 minutes to go 48 yards.
Yeah, how about that? Very efficient. We talked about the bend, don't break, but that's out the door now.
Another time there where the personal foul gave them 15 of those 48 yards.
Don't forget those things. Whew.
So
5
Smiley
seconds.
now gets it off, hands to Elijah Palmer McCain. And he's bottled up there, pushing the pal forward. Going to get about probably 3 yards.
Just need one big play, and that kind of would open up things, but so far Wolverines just right up the middle run so far.
Well, they've had the big plays right now. You don't want to get too conservative because field position is not in your favor right now. There's a handoff to Elijah. Tries to bounce his way through. He is hit hard and brought down by, there are 8 red shirts around him. Gets it out to about the 26, so he picked up 2. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 5. We had 2 possessions by Neshannock that were back-to-back punts, and the Wolverines right now sitting on his 3rd and 5. I don't call this 2-down territory. 3 wide outs to the left. Palmer McCain. Hands it off there to Elijah, trying to pick his way through. And I don't think he's got enough.
No.
By the reaction of the Neshannock sidelines.
And I think if it was 4th and 1, they would go for it. With it being 4th and about 3 or 4, yeah, they're going to be punting. Here comes that punting.
Yeah, they're going to have to punt.
Unless they go big package. But, again, Chris Smiley's your punter, so it's always, you got to figure out what they do when lining up.
Well, I think they are going for it, Brad.
Wow.
Big play on this 4th and 4.
Offsides? No.
Nope. Quick count. Elijah gets up there, and he is not going to get it. Oh, my. They're giving Neshannock the ball inside their own 30-yard line. You got Elijah's been running, averaging 8-9 yards, even if you take out the big ones all night. And that time there, it backfired. The defense really has to step up right now for Elwood City.
I think from a coaching perspective, you're kind of just saying, well, let's lean on the defense if you don't get it, because you still got a lead. But
By
you'd
one
like
score.
to have a lead.
Yeah, you like to keep that lead.
If you don't, if you give up a score here,
42 seconds
tied.
remaining in this third quarter. 3 touchdowns scored. Well, technically 2, because the one was at the end of the second quarter.
Keeper.
Back to pass. And it's hit!
That's a fumble!
Ball on the ground! And who made that hit? I don't know. I missed it because the pocket collapsed on Mazzocco.
Yeah, number
when
13
he went back to ball. Dacio.
recovered it.
No, I'm sorry.
Sorry,
13.
my apologies, yeah. So 13, Braden Montgomery recovered it for Neshannock.
And O'Brien.
Yeah, Declan O'Brien
got
off that
through
edge.
there. So that changes the complexity completely because now you're looking at a 2nd and 23. Wow. You had the ball inside the 30-yard line. You needed a big defensive play, and there you got it. Mazzocco.
Keeper
on the
again.
keeper. Up the middle he goes. Rolls his way forward. Full head of steam. Just about back to the original line of scrim. Not quite. It's at the 34.
So that'll officially end the quarter. Wow.
So at the end of 3, it's 28-21 in favor of our Wolverines. Coming back, it'll be the fourth quarter. 3rd and 13, Neshannock from the Wolverine 33. Down. Mazzocco in the shotgun. Brings Eakin to his side. Hands it on the keeper by Mazzocco. He got a hole. Rolls his way up through there. Drugged down from behind, but I think he's got enough. Depending upon the spot.
Clock's still rolling, so he is short by a yard.
It's going to be 4th and 1.
Oh, boy.
Needed 13. Just got 12.
Oh, boy.
But a big 4th down here tonight. Huge play here on this 4th and 1. Mazzocco trying to get him off sides. Looks back to his coach. Brings Eakin to his other side. He's on his right now. Hand off to Eakin. And
I don't think he got it.
I don't think he got it. Where's the spot?
I think he's short of the 30, which means that should be first down Wolverines. We'll see.
That spot's going to be so difficult.
Clock should stop, but they're letting it roll.
Now they stop the clock.
Yeah.
And I think
That's Elwood City first down.
a huge 4th down there at the 11-minute mark.
Wow.
Neshannock had some momentum, and they get it back. That was huge.
Oh, my. But now, if you're the Wolverines, let's get something moving here on offense. We got to get a first down or 2 to get this rolling. So 10:59 mark.
Yep.
We said 3rd downs were going to be big. Well,
4th downs.
4th downs just even bigger. Yep.
That's twice now on 4th and 1. Smiley with the keeper this time.
Okay.
Tries to roll around that right side.
Change
Just
it up.
positive yardage.
Yep, change it up. That's about 4 yards there. So
Yep. 2nd and 6.
if you average 4 yards, that should be a first down on 3 plays. So
That's right. You teach math. I forgot. So anyway, on this 2nd and 6. Right now, The clock running is the Wolverines' best friend, but a lot of time left to go here. Smiley, 3 wideouts to short side right, 1 to the left, hand off.
Nice patience.
Elijah goes around that left side.
This
He
is
was
coming
almost,
back.
Is it?
There's a hold. Yep, there's a
I
flag.
See it now. Oh,
There was a hole, and somebody got held to make that hole. Needless to say.
so that stops the clock.
You don't even really mind the clock being stopped. It just comes down to
right,
where you're going in negative yards. We talked about it. Positive, 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 and here's another negative penalty yardage. Darn. That just backs him up. Gotta be careful.
Goes all the way back to about the 12-yard line. So it's going to be up 2nd and 16. Throws it out there and just a little bit high for Daylon Curie. You never like to say you like to see a drop, but if you're going to drop one, drop that one because he wasn't going to go very far with the high pass.
Right. Now you just need positive yards to get out of your own backfield.
3rd and 16.
The problem is if you do a running back draw, everybody knows where it could possibly go.
Right.
That's tough.
But spread them out again. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Smiley back. Quick pass out there, and dropped. Dom Hogue. So that's going to bring up a 4th and 16. Not a good sequence there.
In fact, it went backwards.
They did.
6 yards,
So now punt formation for the Wolverines. Chris Smiley back to punt.
This will easily be in Elwood territory if it goes all good for Neshannock.
Nice punt.
A
great punt.
Did I jinx it? I think I did.
Well, not by much, by 2 yards.
I'll take it.
So at the 48-yard line, a good punt there.
Good punt. No return.
Of 46 yards. And that was a legit 46.
I'll take that as a jinx.
Some of these high school games, the kid punted 50 yards, but it rolled 35 of them.
That's a jinx for the good side.
So Wolverines defense has played well this half. The scoring's just come in bunches. You know, the Shannon scored 2 touchdowns in about a 4-minute period.
That
And
Elwood
they got the other, and then they were so close to scoring again. But Elwood did get the stop.
Neshannock pretty much all running this second half, so we'll see if they can continue that with Mazzocco and company.
Mazzocco now brings Eakin to his left. And a stoppage of play.
I think there's an injury or something with number 53.
Yeah, they pulled him out of the game.
Yeah.
They told him to go to the sidelines.
I see blood on the back of his arm.
Oh, if he's got blood, you got to clean that before you can go back in. So we'll keep an eye on that.
So they officially just stopped the play before it started. So Mazzocco runs 48. Hands off to Eakin, got a lane, finds his way up the middle, drops his head, and should have enough for the Lancers' first down, and he does. Gets it down to the 41-yard line.
And Gavin Partridge once again with the tackle.
He's going to be at least right around that 10 mark on tackles.
1st and 10, Mazzocco. On the keeper this time, tries the short side. Gets a little bit. Took a hard hit. Good night, Irene.
Yeah.
He got a hit hard. He gained 2 yards on that play, but that was hard earned. I think that was.
Yeah, Dante Pierce.
I think Gavin Partridge was in on that
I
one,
believe
too.
so, too. It may not be the initial tackle, but I tell you what, he lets you feel it.
Let Mazzocco know his presence was there. Now, 2nd and 8. Ball on the 38. Back to pass. Almost got tackled there by Gagrick. Mazzocco, shake and bake, wiggles, Gets around the right side, picks up a bunch of yards.
It's going to be a face mask, I think, on top of it.
Oh, shoot.
There was another flag. That
so
or
he gets
horse
a first
collar.
down. Dacio was over there with the stop. Officials conversing. So the ball was at the 39.
Oh, they're going to say direct contact hit. So personal foul, basically, helmet-to-helmet contact. Now, nobody gets thrown out or ejected by that, but that is an automatic 15-yard flag. So,
Ouch.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything malicious about it. I don't know who it was on, but
I know we don't have the best angle, but still.
They had a better seat than we did.
Yep.
So ball's now at the 12-yard line. They can get a first down. Getting inside the 2. Defense needs to step up here. Zaka. Oh, big-time hit. Declan O'Brien met him in the backfield. Eakin had nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. A loss of 4 on the play. Ask and you shall receive. O'Brien, just a junior. Started a bunch last year. Going to do it again this year. So 2nd and 15 now. Mazzocco keeps it, rolls out to the right, got pressure, throws a wounded duck up there. It's intercepted! Coming the other way, down that far sidelines. Taylon Curry goes down at the 25-yard line. That was huge! Mazzocco had the Lancers 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Throws it up there, and it was not a real textbook kind of throw or anything.
Well, give credit.
Daylon Curry was there.
I think it was Caden Daughtry again on that side. He rushed the quarterback. You make that pass go sooner than what it should have been. Wide receiver wasn't ready. Daylon Curry was. So now
it's a huge turnover. 7:35 remaining. 28-21.
Just keep an eye on that
26 clock. Right now. You're thinking big play.
Get me
or
some
just
first downs.
First downs. Hand off to Elijah.
There you go.
Plugging up that middle. Whatever Neshannock has done, they've slowed the running game for the Wolverines down. And to your point, Brad, go ahead and say what you said there a little bit ago.
Yeah.
About fresh bodies coming in.
Yeah.
We're seeing a lot of rotation.
is rotating players in. If you're not doing well, they're going to sub you out and put in somebody that, well, it replaces you. It's been doing pretty darn good stuff.
They've not lost any size when they've done that.
The size is there. And unfortunately, Elwood, they've got the size too. The problem is it's starters. Got to get through the starters.
So Smiley now goes back to pass. Looks. Almost intercepted. That young man's going to be thinking about that when he closes his eyes tonight. Braden Montgomery got his fingertips all over it.
Neshannock technically had
two people.
Yeah, they had twice the opportunity there. And what's even crazier yet is it almost deflected through, and the wide receiver almost had an opportunity.
The tip drill was going on.
Yeah. I don't like that play. I'd rather run the clock. You got to figure out something to get it in somebody's hand fast.
But in recent drives, the run maybe just hasn't been there like it was earlier on. So don't be afraid to mix it up a little bit.
Give me that fullback little pass underneath through the middle.
Well, I'll give you that one.
I like that one.
3rd and 7, ball on a 29-yard line. Handoff.
Yeah, it's coming back
Big flag
again.
coming in. Elijah goes down for about a 2-yard gain. But so wait to see what the flag is.
And I know against Laurel we had 21 flags. This is starting to get up there as well. And it was one of our keys to the game.
But they declined the penalty because it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, they're calling for punt.
And about 5.
So the punt team is supposedly coming out. We'll see if that changes or not, but that's what I heard him saying.
But you have a rolling clock, so you might as well let that baby keep going down for 30 seconds.
I agree.
They're going for it.
6 minutes left. Wow, they are?
They're going for it. on a 4th and 5.
Maybe just kill the clock. Oh, boy. Now timeout Elwood City.
Yep.
And I don't blame it. You want to figure this one out. Definitely want to figure it
I
out.
have no problem with that, but you have 20 seconds left on the play clock.
Let it milk. Yeah,
Go,
let it get
go
down
down
to one.
Go down to 2 seconds.
Yeah,
Because you're at 6:24, lots of time left. Both teams have.
But you know what?
Well, the Wolverines are down to 1 timeout.
I'll say
Neshannock
one
has
thing,
all
Thad.
3.
That's why they don't pay us to be coaches.
That's right.
Nor do I want to be.
And I hate to jinx ourselves, but the rain is now a heavy mist.
Oh, okay. A heavy mist. I can take
Hey,
that.
Dakota, is there a band festival this week?
Yes. Tomorrow. Tomorrow there's a band. The Beaver County Invitational at Geneva.
Okay, so folks, if you want to see all the Beaver County bands, head down there 7 o'clock or so at the nice place there at Geneva.
7.
The band did not perform tonight due to the weather and with a shortened halftime, so they opted to head home.
So they're playing the percentages here. They basically are saying, let's go for it.
On
Keep the
4th
ball.
and 5.
Wow.
Huge play. 4th downs have just been so huge tonight. Neshannock backs out of like their base defense. Goes out. Everyone's covered. Goes deep. Way down the field. Overshot his man. Ouch.
And again,
4th
folks,
down does not go.
we get it. You got a 7-point lead. I mean, if you give up a score, it's at least tied. But I'd rather see a shorter.
You gave him a short field last time when you got out of that one.
Yep.
This time,
do it again.
You give him a 31-yard line. Your defense has to step up. And what have stopped the last 2 drives of Laurel? You know, a strip sack that made it much longer, and then the huge hit there in the last series by O'Brien to take a first and 10 from the 12 to a 2nd and 18. Mazzocco, you're giving this man too many opportunities. Hand off to Eakin, makes a man miss, falls his way forward, just about gets back to the line of scrimmage. Number 73 for the Wolverines was in there to really disrupt things.
Yep, Twiddell kind of was the initial guy that get him there, and then Du Bois cleaned it up.
I said this at the Laurel game. Twiddell does a lot of things that maybe don't show up on a stat sheet, but he gets some things done to bust the play up. That is one of his other 10 teammates on the field. Clean it up for him. 5:46. 2nd and 9. Wolverines defense looking eager. Back to pass. P.J. Du Bois gives chase. Goes underneath. Grabs a man. Makes a man miss. They finally get him down for a loss. Luciano Gagrick. But folks, put an asterisk by big number 50, P.J. Du Bois. He did not give up on that play. Pushed this man around.
We need you one more time, bud. That was great.
Loss of 2. Loss of 3 on the play.
That clock's rolling. 5 minutes now.
Talk about the coverage. Mazzocco had no one to throw to. 3rd and 12. The Lancers just not able to get going here in the second half. Back to pass, under pressure. Looks, he stops. He's going to be taken down by Declan O'Brien. And Caden Darcio is there all the way back at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Wow, wow, wow.
I tell you what, Coach drew it up, and wow.
We're here with the fans. I absolutely love it. They're going nuts. They asked for the defense to step up, and they did.
So 4th and 18, rolling clock. Still plenty of time. Still 3 timeouts still. But
I don't know why they wouldn't go for it. What do you got to lose with
I would
4:15?
go for it too, yeah.
But
they're going to try and pin them deep. That's why. Defense for defense.
They do have 3 timeouts. Kicks it. A good punt because it's going to go right.
Through the end zone.
Into the end zone. That netted him 19 yards. That ball's coming back out to the 20-yard line.
As the clock is still rolling.
Yeah, it should not be.
No, it's rolling, yeah. It's still rolling.
They shut it off. I wouldn't say anything, Brad.
I'm not.
Just let that one go. We're winning. We try to be biased here, but we still wear blue. 3:52 remaining. 28-21.
Get me a first down.
They do have 3 timeouts. Neshannock has 3 timeouts, but man right now. Just positive yardage, no penalties, and give me a first down. And not much there. Elijah Palmer McCain going to get about 2 yards, going to make up a 2nd down and 8.
And now they didn't run the clock, so now they're making up for it. Good call.
Okay.
Good call.
So, Brad, after losing to Neshannock, 6 consecutive games.
2005.
And there was some mercy rules in there too.
Yep.
You're in a 28-21 competitive game with 3:26 remaining. 2nd and 8, ball on the 22-yard line. Smiley, handoff to Elijah. Gets a little bit of a crease. And rolls his way forward. They're kind of playing that, well, if we weren't on turf and it hasn't rained 1.5 inches in the last hour, that 4 yards in a cloud of dust game right now. 3rd down. Need to convert this. 2:58 remaining.
3rd down in a puddle of water. 3rd and 4.
Big 3rd down. Need a first down here.
And I'm
first
okay with going for it.
Huge.
If it's 4th and 1 or something, go for it.
Oh, they jumped.
Oh, they got him.
We'll take that first down via penalty. And the young man knew it. I mean, when he did it, he just.
Yep. So that'll be an automatic first down, 5 yards, and now you got to start thinking timeouts possibly next play.
Oh, I think you are, because they'll start this clock, correct, Brad?
Yep. Rolling clock. And
right now. So Wolverines 25-second clock. 2:40 remaining. Right now, ball security, positive yardage. Formation, very tight formation. Pushes the pile forward.
I'm okay with that. Just keep
Chris
going forward.
Smiley. And they keep it going. And
Officially
picks up about 5 on that play.
Timeout 2:15. Timeout Neshannock. There's the first of them. We assume 3 in a row.
Yep.
But I like that. Chris Smiley keeping that. Look what he just gained.
Yep. Got 5 yards.
Yeah, that's big.
They kind of had that formation. An exciting game here with the hour delay in between. And really, I think if you're Elwood City, you came out, you scored 2 touchdowns. Well, I technically 1 in the last 2 minutes of the second quarter before the very, very, very short halftime. I wish we had better stats because we just can't in these conditions. But I want to say, Brad, Neshannock has had the ball, started the drives 3 times in Elwood territory in this half.
Honestly, yes, it's 28 and 21, but it's pretty much week 0 all over again.
Yeah.
Just tack on a couple touchdowns. And I'm okay with that. If that's how you're going to win. As long as you win, we'll take it.
Right. Be a lot of yards for Elijah Palmer McCain running tonight.
I do know, if I recall it, somewhere in that third, they said 20-some carries for 187 or something like that. So it's a lot.
So 2nd and 6. Everything in tight once again. Sends a man in motion. Smiley. Kind of doing that again this time. Not much yardage on there. And the Lancers, I'm sure, are going to call another timeout with 2:10 remaining. And then I think, some of these turning points in the game. Now, we're not done yet. But that 4th and 1, and they got the personal foul to make it 4th and 16 early in this third quarter. And they stopped him on 4th and 1 another time inside the 30-yard line.
So Neshannock down to 1 timeout, 2:10, 3rd and 5. This could be 2-down territory. Again, if you get it to 4th and 1, I'm going for it. Honestly, I would go for it, 4th and 1. But if it's 4th and 2, 4th, 3, we'll see. They've been going for it. They've been playing the point system. You're up by 7. Worst case scenario, it's tied. If you give up a score, I just know if you give up a score.
Obviously, this third down play here is really going to dictate what you think about in the 4th. Handoff to Elijah. He's bottled up.
Maybe a yard or 2.
Yep. So they got one more timeout. 2:07 remaining. So now it stands 0 timeouts remaining for Neshannock. The board don't show it yet, but it should be 0.
Yep. Me personally, again, 4th and 4, I'm punting it away, making them earn the field. But I also know if you get one first down, Thad, you know
the
it.
game's over.
Game's over. So why not?
But
20, you're expecting a couple plays versus just one play to get a first down.
Ball sitting on the 37-yard line. You're giving them still that shorter field. You know, we've seen Masako has some, you know, really decent runs tonight, but he's not broke one.
Yeah.
You know,
They
he's
kept
not
it contained pretty well.
They
contain them in the pocket. And they've done okay. He's had a couple runs, but like you said, that it's not been
the
30,
40 yards
and a touchdown at the end.
Right. Where the only thing that stopped him was the end zone.
And if you just go back 2 years ago in that 42-21 game, that's what it was. It was 60, 70-yard plays for touchdowns. All right, folks.
So we're going for it on 4th and 4. Everything in tight. Smiley surveys. Looks almost wanting to try to draw him off sides. There's the handoff to Elijah. And he's going to be so close. I think he's going to get it. He's got it. He's got it. What hard running there. You're going to want to.
That ball moved back a little. That's a first down.
They haven't said yet.
He pointed. Oh, they're going to bring it out. Oh, my. Everybody back up. Here we go. Dakota, you know what to do here. You zoom in tight on that one.
Yep.
See, I actually thought it was kind of like that half-hearted first down.
Oh, man. That little lean forward may have been it. It's right there, folks.
It is.
Oh, my. I'm looking at the left stick. It's behind that mark, which should mean it's a first down. Oh, my goodness.
It's a game of inches, folks.
I'm looking right at the screen.
Now.
That's a first down.
We got it. First down. With 2:01 remaining, Elijah Palmer McCain needed 4 yards. He got 4 yards in 2 inches.
Okay. Now you got to just kneel the ball, get that snap from center.
Yep.
Make this happen.
Yep. And, hey, let's give a shout-out to that front line of the Wolverines.
Just enough. It's almost like
just enough. And, hey, that ball is super wet. Logan
Yes.
McClymans and Chris Smiley a bit on point. We've not seen anything, go awry in that tonight. No, you got to roll. You got a clock running, so just let that run down for 30 seconds. I wouldn't even get in the prone position yet. Chris Smiley just looking at that clock. That play clock gets down to 5. He'll do something. It takes the knee. Brings up 2nd down and 10. 1:19. I think he hiked that ball and nobody knew he even did it.
Now you just got to focus. Don't do anything. Don't react to that sideline. Just be smart here.
Yep.
Officially,
to me, I don't even go up to the line.
Minute
Nobody
remaining.
can fall forward. Nobody can do anything. $50 seconds. This is going to 3 seconds on the play clock. Takes a knee, does Chris Smiley. There's about a
they're going to make him snap it one more time.
Yep, there's about a 1 second differential. There's a 1 second differential right now. What a huge win for the Wolverines here tonight. Elijah Paul McCain ran like he was mad at the turf. And he had blocking all the way to get it
and
done.
There it is.
And there it is. The Wolverines with a huge, huge win here. A non-section game, but it's Neshannock. When you play Neshannock in Elwood City, it don't matter what section you're in, it's a big game. The Wolverines, Brad, you had your keys to the game. Contain Mazzocco. He's going to have yards tonight. But they held him to 21 points.
Yep.
This is a team that averaged 45 in their first 2 games.
And give credit to Elwood there, not having an official game last week, to come out not rusty, looking ready to go, ready to perform. 28-21, the first win by Elwood City since 2005 against these Lancers.
So,
wow.
A huge win. Brad, if you want to do a post-game show, you can.
No, I'm
but
good.
It's like hardly not raining, and we got tents and a lot of stuff to pack up that's very, very wet.
If we do a post-game, it's going to be you staring at a screen, me packing them things away.
Folks, we appreciate you sticking with us here tonight. 2 weekends, 2 games in a row that we broadcast from the stands. This one we had weather. We had an hour rain delay. We thank the people beside us that had a tent we could share with them. I'm glad they brought that, gave us a little bit more room. A lot of ads I did not get to tonight. Folks, I'll tell you what, just go to the game. Elwood City next Friday night. Who do we play?
Mohawk.
The Warriors of Mohawk. And
first section game.
Our first section game. Mohawk always travels well. Let's show them what Elwood can do and be there in full force. We got a lot of other sports going on this week. Keep apprised to our Facebook page and our Twitter account, and we'll have that information for you. Stats will come tomorrow after Brad stays up all night and watches this game 5 times. He will do that. I am not exaggerating. Folks, on behalf of Dakota Marshall, Bradley Windhorse, and myself, Thad Sturgeon, we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast as much as we've enjoyed presenting it to you. Good night, everybody.